Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm your host Minishu96 and let's watch a death ball. That's the second death ball after a return as released. And it's Joker versus Giorno. I'm not so sure I pronounced that name correctly, but I'm going with Giorno for now, so we'll see. It's Persona versus JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, I'm not very familiar with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know they have been in a death ball before, the franchise. But I don't remember a whole lot from their series because it's been a while. The only thing I know for Persona is Joker. He is pretty much the only character, and Morgana, I guess, the cat. They are like the only two characters I know about when it comes to the Persona franchise. And the only reason why I know about Joker is because of Super Smash Bros. Because he was literally I guess technically it wasn't the first. It was the second DLC fighter, but the first in the fighter pass. So, my knowledge about him is very limited. I know he has something to do with that Persona, because his franchise is named Persona. And he uses a Persona in Smash. Ascend, or whatever his name was. I don't know if they will be using that particular Persona in this death ball. Because I think he has, for us I have been able to understand from videos and stuff I've seen about the character and real and that sort of thing. I think he might be using more than just one persona, so I don't know if they will be going with the persona he used in Smash Bros. But I kind of assume they will, just because it will make sense. But then again, he might be using more than one persona. Assuming he can control more than one persona. So yeah, I'm not really familiar with these two characters, but let's go right to the death ball, because I will need to see the analysis before I can make a proper prediction. So let's do that. But first, before we start, link to the original video is down in the comments below. I probably posted somewhere in the beginning of this video as well, up in the corner there. So make sure to watch that one first, then come back here and let's watch it together. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the analysis. Alright, and let's play.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
Fight! Joker versus Giorno.
The Phantom Thief of Hearts and JoJo's
Let's go, let's see who will win this death ball. Alright, where's a boomstick?
It's our job to analyze their weapons.
Okay, so they will still be using them, they just won't be using it in every episode though. That's cool.
Ren Amamiya wasn't
because it didn't show up in the previous
happen.
episode,
When
so
he witnessed an innocent woman being harassed.
yes,
and
it's only a very
stepped in,
specific
he
episode.
Had no idea her assailant was one of Japan's most prominent politicians.
Poor Ren was forced to leave town, lose friends, and transfer to Shujin Academy. There's definitely more fun ways to ruin your life.
But his run-ins with corrupt authority figures was only just beginning.
One might call it a theme. And it wouldn't just be dealing with your garden variety scumbag gym teachers. Ren and his new friends found themselves in a whole new world.
Yeah, that girl looked familiar, so I've seen some videos about this before, that she was actually, like, there was a cold name or something for her in Smash Bros. Around the time Joke released or something.
Feelings of mankind. What humans believe, or even what they fear, directly shapes it.
And inside this crazy mental realm, those who have been corrupted by power and abuse the weak have become evil superpowers, just like how they're viewed by many of their victims in the real world. Victims like Ren and his friends, Ryuji, An, Makoto, Pancakes, and the animal.
They may have been helpless against crushing institutional might
kitty
in the real
cat.
world, but in the metaverse, they had a way to fight back. Personas.
As part of the summoner's inner self, personas can become incredibly powerful spirits.
By using their personas to battle their foes in the metaverse and steal their hearts, the source of their moral corruption, Ren and company could cause such foes to repent in the real world. So the friends formed a band called the Phantom Thieves, with Ren as their leader, codenamed Joker.
And Joker's first persona was the awesome Arsene.
Yeah, that's the one that was used in Smash.
Claws and the ability to curse enemies with dark energy. Arsene was
so it's nice to see they actually using that one, so at least I have some familiarity to them because of Smash Bros. Even though I don't really use Joker in Smash Bros, but you know,
fire, ice, and lightning to dishing out status effects, healing, and resistances.
It's nice to see them using it anyway.
Nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifestations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin, and Jesus Christ!
Wow!
Is that alien?
Way different than in the paintings I've seen. Oh,
With
wait, did
some
you know
very
that a
interesting
persona
features?
is connected to their user's own stamina? So when a persona is shattered, even though it's not like dead, it does rattle the user pretty badly.
Well, without his personas, Joker can still rely on his guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much compared to summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse, perception is reality. No, really, it actually works like that.
In the real world, Joker's gun is only a prop. However, with Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As the Phantom Thieves' reputation increased, so did their power, simply because that's how they were perceived.
Kinda like how personas are empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends. Yes, in the world of Persona, hanging out with your buds makes you stronger. Anime! Game!
At their max, social
Yeah,
links can
anime
bring
game.
a wildcard user back from the brink of
Anime
death,
game logic,
instilling them with
maybe.
willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. I guess meticulously gardening your friends like a sociopath has its benefits.
Hey, Wiz, have a cold one on me.
Thanks.
Okay, that's interesting. They use a Persona style.
Ah, looks like our relationship meter's maxed out.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah. Well,
Animation
there's
style?
no point us hanging out anymore. Later, loser, I'm gonna go do untested pharmaceuticals and date my teacher.
Oh. Wait, date your what? Ahem. Over the course of his adventures leading the Phantom Thieves, Joker's bonds made him as powerful as the gods he commands. He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that
Morning
travels
Star.
several light years in seconds, millions of times faster than light.
Or survive a cheeseburger
Million
that
times
exploded
faster than
big
light.
enough
Okay,
to
that
eclipse
is
a
extremely
nebula.
fast.
Talk about having stomach problems. No wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Or Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
It was in this battle with Yaldabaoth that Joker upgraded Arsene to create Sataniel, the biblical angel of vengeance.
With a big-ass gun, perceive this
So this is
reality,
another
bitch.
Persona, I
His
assume.
primary attack, Sinful Shell, is imbued with what is known as Almighty Energy, which can bypass any defense, even that from the Omnipotent Orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Yes, very good. Big-ass gun whiz.
And with a shot heard around the world, Joker and his friends prove that you're never too young to change society for the better, no matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If the man is keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place. They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, just like the song.
As far back as he could remember, Giorno
never see
Giovanna
it
always
coming.
wanted to be a gangster.
The song is
Damn,
a
it
Smash
feels
Bros,
good to
I
be a
definitely
gangster.
caught that
Gone
reference.
are the days of leaving horse heads in your enemy's bed or
a
squeezing
really
their
good
head
song,
in a
actually.
vice till they pop. Giorno wanted to be a different kind of gangster.
A more progressive, metrosexual kind of mob boss.
A gangstar.
A shy, withdrawn boy on the streets of Naples, Giorno's life changed the day he saved a wounded mobster. In return, he was rewarded with future protection from abuse and isolation. This act of reciprocal kindness convinced Giorno of the value of the mob as a social organization, if only it was commanded by the right person.
Someone like Giorno. All he had to
Yeah.
do was take control of the Neapolitan
Giorno.
Mafia, Passione, and their army
Okay, I
of
think I
superpowered
pronounced it correctly
assassins. Ambitious?
I don't remember how I
But
said
hey,
it, but-
he's the bastard son of the insane vampire Deuce Lord himself, Dio Brando.
Who conceived Giorno while possessing the body of his arch enemy, Jonathan Joestar. This technically makes Giorno both a Brando and a JoJo.
Hence the name
Okay, so
JoJo. Get it?
Well, he didn't just inherit the name, but also the Joestar bloodline's
because
power.
it's like a
Giorno possesses a stand, gold experience.
Stands are
Gold
invisible,
experience?
tangible, punchy ghosts that protect their user and come with incredible superpowers, like stopping time, making fiction into reality, or cooking Italian food. God damn, give me that one.
And Giorno's gold experience has perhaps the greatest potential of any stand in the series. With just a touch, it can imbue inanimate objects with golden life energy.
Turning them into any plant or animal in an instant and back again. Giorno uses this with maximum creativity, like disguising a gun as a banana so you accidentally blow your own brains out. A gorilla's
Ouch.
worst nightmare.
Giorno is, frankly, a super genius when it comes to Gold Experience's abilities.
Like transforming bullets into flesh to heal the very wounds they made, or changing a brick into a snake that can detect body heat and find a hidden enemy.
This is basically
or
like a
turning
brick
his
snake.
teeth into a special
Because it's a
kind of
brick
jellyfish
and a
that
snake
filters out
combined.
the toxins in the piss he was drinking. I thought I was the only one
Yeah,
who
he had a
liked it.
Should the
jellyfish
object Giorno gives
as a
life to be
teeth,
part
as
of
a
greater
tooth, which is
whole,
kind of
like
weird.
turning a tooth into a fly,
Sounds
it will
a bit
attempt to
painful, but-
return to its original source.
Not only that, any damage Giorno's creations receive will be reflected onto the opponent.
Giorno can even imbue living things with this same energy. This supercharges the target's consciousness, causing them to outpace their physical body, and leaving them totally helpless to counterattack.
It might seem like you got 10 times faster, but you're actually experiencing time at a way slower rate while your body is stuck in the same position. Imagine a Muda to the nuts felt for 20 straight seconds. Forget
Yeah,
about
okay.
it.
Especially
That's
when you're hitting as hard
kinda
as
hard.
Gold Experience. According to the JoJo Veller art book written by the mangaka himself, Gold Experience has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot, which are faster than light.
And although his strength stat is only a C, he can still shatter cars like glass and keep up with ace strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7 pages long. Daddy Dio
Dang.
must be so proud.
With
7
Gold Experience
pages
at his
with
side,
just
Giorno joined
that.
Passione and rose to challenge its reclusive leader, Diavolo.
Wait. Diavolo? You're telling me that Giorno, the son of God, battles the devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua, or Joshua, Ben Joseph, Joshua Joseph, JoJo.
We're moving
Whoa,
on. Diavolo's goal
mind
was to
blown.
get his hands on a stand arrow. And when a stand is pierced by a stand arrow, it evolves.
So, Joe got it first and transformed Gold Experience into the most broken thing in anime, Gold Experience Requiem.
Requiem stands
That is
change
better
the
than the
rules
regular
entirely.
Gold
It's
Experience,
almost
I
like they
assume?
elevate your stand beyond the need for combat. Gold Experience Requiem can, in short, negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to square one.
Let's say I woke up this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno. With Gold Experience Requiem, no matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss because I never fired my gun.
That is return to
Wow,
0.
okay, so that
And
means
also
even
a
someone as
horrific
accurate as
example of gun safety.
Hawkeye
This applies
will
to any
never
attack made against Requiem,
hit
including from Diavolo's
any of his
stand
arrows
from
on
Crimson,
him, then.
which can
Because
infamously skip time,
you know,
erasing
Hawkeye
the
is a
universe
master
for
with
10
a
seconds.
bow and arrow,
Requiem
and
negated that.
nothing can hit this guy in that mode, and that seems that's kind of OP.
There was no time to unerase the erased time, and
That's right, Boomstick. Requiem's ability acts independently of time itself. Sound crazy? Well, Requiem can counter the stand made in heaven, which can accelerate time across the whole universe into infinity. So that kind of range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
it also reduces your willpower to 0, so you can't even fight back.
Even your death can be returned to 0. After pummeling Diavolo into pulp, Requiem prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the
Okay, this,
experience of
this
being
guy
killed
has some
over
OP
and
powers.
over in a series of
I kind of
never-ending
worry the
alternate
Joker here.
universes for eternity.
Just when you thought you were out, Requiem pulls you back in. The second you hear that piano start playing, run.
And so, Giorno took control of Passione and turned it into the peacekeeping social organization he always dreamed about.
With its streets free of drugs, Italy's youth could rest easy. Their hopes and dreams could be carried into the future on a golden wind. Vento Aureo.
Okay, this could be
You
interesting.
gotta play that mobile game
I'm
with
gonna
all the
skip this,
superheroes and
so
their cool art.
Oh,
let's
are you
just
talking
go into
about
the
Marvel
analysis,
Snap?
shall we?
Yeah, that one.
I mean, the
card collecting
prediction.
game. It's more
Okay, I think Giorno is going to win. Giorno. Okay, I think I'm mispronouncing. I forgot how to pronounce it, and for some reason my brain just won't say Giorno. Anyway, I think Giorno is going to win this one, and it comes down simply to this power he had. I don't remember what he called it, but when he had that power, we could basically turn back any damage done to him. Yeah, even reversing his death, accuracy, everything, doesn't matter how accurate they are hitting him. As I mentioned, even Hawkeye will be able to have trouble against hitting this guy. I think he would win just because of that power alone, because that power was extremely OP from what I just it was just that OP. I mean, Joker is interesting, and anything that we did give to him was his speed was like 1,000,000 or whatever. It was like 1,000,000 times speed of light or whatever, faster than the speed of light. And we could say they didn't really mention anything when it comes to the speed to Giorno, but that doesn't really matter, because if he uses that power and he can't be hit, and all of the damage dealt to him can just be erased like a snap of the finger. Yeah, there is no way this guy is losing. I mean, this guy sounds OP. I know the JoJo's adventure guys in that ball before has been powerful. I mean, they just have that sort of power. It's just that style of anime. No, okay, they both uses guns, but you know, Giorno. There is no way you can kill Giorno without actually getting past that defense mechanism ability he has. And Joker doesn't really seem like he has a good way to get through that. I mean, the only thing I can think about that could get close to it was what they called Persona. Damn, I don't remember the name of the Persona, but the one that was the other one they talked about, which was extremely powerful. Even that can't be enough for Joker to win. I don't think so. I'd be very surprised if Joker actually managed to win this. And if he do win, how does he win? Like, I mean, the only thing I can think about if he somehow finds a good strategy to get past Giorno's extreme defenses. And I don't think he really has a way to do that. I mean, this guy can basically, you can do as much damage to these guys as you want to. As long as he has that power activated, he takes no damage whatsoever. This guy is OP. And I think it comes down to that power alone. I mean, okay, I want Joker to win simply because I'm more familiar with him thanks to Super Smash Brothers. Not much more similar, but just a little bit more because, they Smash Bros. Yeah, Joker can't win this one. I'm pretty sure he can't win this one. If he does win, I need to seriously hear why or how he wins this step ball. This step ball sounds so one-sided to the point where, it's kind of so one-sided to the point where you can think about SpongeBob versus Aquaman. That's fine, obviously one-sided as well. And this one is just an example of that. Joker doesn't really stand a chance from how I see it. So if he does win, I need to hear how he wins because I just can't see it. Giorno is going to win. There is no question about it. This power of his is just too OP. It's just too overpowered. So Giorno's going to win. Let's just get into that ball, shall we? It's time for a death ball, and Joker is going to have a funeral. So let's play.
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
It's time for a death battle! And closing the door, and we open them again. And here comes an ad.
Go, are set!
Alright, let's go.
Giorno,
I mean, I hope Joker wins.
Your heart is twisted.
But there's no way he's going to win.
Shoki Phantasm. My dreams aren't yours to take.
Right.
Persona!
Okay, that voice sounds similar to Joker's actual voice acting. Props to them, actually. Whoever was the Joker. I've heard his voice in Smash Bros. And that Persona sounded much like him. Oh, Joker, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Alice!
Impossible. A second stand.
So many explosions.
took the time to understand my gold experience.
Yeah, that was a snake. Let's mix a snake and a brick character was.
Experience desire to return home. His persona creates life.
No, you're bleeding, Joker.
Jack Frost! Icy!
Okay, yeah, they didn't mention Jack Frost. That was not the one I was thinking of. The powerful persona he had. That's the only one I can see him possibly getting close to winning, but unless he can get past his defenses, doesn't stand a chance.
Justice. This is Requiem.
Ow! That gotta hurt.
Joker,
Won't allow it, Joker!
keep fighting. You can do it.
If you die now,
Joker,
Joker's gonna kill you again myself.
Yeah, that was the one I
Didn't hear me
I'm pretty sure.
Checkmate.
God! All of this could just be cancelled! Did he get past it, or did he actually... Did he die? Yeah, he did! Oh wow! Joker won!
Giorno never had the makings of a varsity death battle winner.
This was an absolutely fascinating matchup and far from an easy call.
Joker versus base gold experience wasn't close though.
Sure, Giorno's powers threw Joker for a loop, but Joker and his personas were millions of times faster and could take on universe busters.
And there was no
Okay,
doubt
I don't
Joker
think
could
they
see
mentioned
Giorno's
that,
stand,
but in
considering
analysis,
he could
but
spot similar beings like
if
Shadow.
they did, I
Add
missed
in the
it.
versatility of Joker's hundreds of personas, and Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
But that's where Requiem came in, and the game changed.
With its ability to nullify any action taken against it, even ones that can affect entire universes, Joker's regular arsenal was rendered moot.
Remember, Requiem could act independently of time, so Joker wouldn't be able to avoid Requiem's ability. He'd have to beat it outright.
Take when the Phantom Thieves faced Maruki. The group couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers. He even had an ability that nullified actions against him, similar to Gold Experience Requiem.
But Joker still had an ace up his sleeve. While Requiem can reduce your willpower to 0, Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally, we have Joker's almighty attacks, which could bypass reality warping defenses like the Omnipotent Orb. The perfect counter for Requiem.
And this is actually backed up
okay,
in
so we
JoJo.
got
While
that as a
Requiem
goal,
only has
then.
one appearance in the manga, it did show up in the game Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against the World Over Heaven, which can overwrite reality to overpower any attack, including Requiem's return to 0. That meant an almighty attack that can bypass reality warping would have the same effect, giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against Requiem's perfect defense.
Dio is such a dick, he literally ruined his own son's death battle.
Giorno was brilliant, but Joker had the versatility, experience, and almighty power for the final blow.
Giorno missed his golden opportunity and had a shell of a time. Hey, Wiz, hear what I said? I said Giorno missed his golden opportunity and he had
I
a
get
shell of
it.
a time.
The winner is Joker.
Next time on
Alright, who's
Death
next?
Battle.
Oh, this is Monster Mistake Man! That is next one! Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so I see why Joker won, but I don't think they mentioned any of that in analysis. If they did, I definitely missed it. I'm pretty sure they did mention that what did they call it? The bypassing ability Joker had with that last persona. I don't think they mentioned that in analysis. If they did, I missed it. But if you didn't mention it, I kind of wish you did mention it actually, because it will have been, you know, will it make the death ball too obvious? Yeah, probably. But at the same time, it gives me the proper information that I will have needed. Unless I missed it, which I possibly did. And I'm not going to deny the possibility that I totally missed it. Or to the point when it was talking with Giorno, I was so fixated on that null ability thing where you cancel out everything you do against him that I didn't think there was a possible way to get past that. But apparently there is. And I guess it makes sense for Joker to have a vast variety of personas because, you know, it's called Persona, and I don't know how many personas in Persona 5, but I'm assuming there's a lot of them. So, yeah, but you didn't talk about a whole lot of them, so any of the ones you didn't talk about can probably do the same thing, I assume, to be able to go past Giorno's defense powers. Do I agree with that, Paul? Sure, I guess I can see them winning, but and Joker winning this, but at least after watching this, hearing the conclusion. But overall, it's not one of my favorite episodes. I don't know if maybe I missed it, but it didn't seem like there was much of a story for why they were fighting. It just seemed like they're just there. Unless I missed it, I probably missed it because I was talking, so I'm not gonna deny that. Anyway, that's just what it seems like for me. My point of view. But then again, I can only blame myself if I missed the story if there was one. Or that other thing, the Joker had managed to get past Giorno's defenses. Anyway, so overall, this episode, I did enjoy it. I do not think it's the strongest episode, but that's just for me personally. Okay, so I think that's okay. It was a fine episode. I did enjoy it though. So that's the most important, I guess. About next time we have Bowser versus Eggman. Oh, about time. We get to finally. You get to finally see it. So I purposely paused it on the versus screen here. So let's just go back. Anyway, I'm gonna take a closer look at it. I'll place a screenshot of it in the front or something during the editing process. But anyway, okay, let's see. What kind of characters do we see here? One of them is blocked by the character card, the video card thingy, so I can't see what's behind though. But we see there's Bowser has, let's see, he has Dry Bones, he has Koopa Troopas, Kamek is there, he's Paratroopas, looks like they're holding a spear, okay. We got King Boo, which is interesting, they're using him. Bowser Jr. is there. Oh, we even have the Koopa from the Mario Bros. Movie is even here. So they're counting that too. I'm kind of hoping to focus entirely on the video game side of things, because if we include the Archie comics, Eggman most likely will win, just because of how powerful that can be. Anyway, and they have the Goomba King, I see, from the Paper Mario games. There might be some Hammer Bros in here, looks like. This can be interesting. Now, for Eggman's side, we have Eggman himself, of course, because of his Egg Robos. Okay, I don't see any of them, what kind of robots Eggman is using, aside from those. I mean, I assume Mel Sonic might be in there, or maybe not, actually, because I know a lot of people want to see Mel Sonic in a death battle. Against Junior, first I've seen. There's just a 1-1 battle. But anyway, I think I've seen a few examples of that. I don't think that's the best matchups for Mario Sonic matchups, but yeah, it could probably work, I guess. I have a lot of other ideas for what Mario vs Sonic matchup you can see after this, of course. I'm, you know, if you want to hear what those are, let me know in the comments below, because maybe I could do a follow-up video and do talk about them at some point. I mean, if you'd like to see that, of course. Yeah, the next one is Bowser vs Eggman, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Oh, we got Shy Guys here too. Nice. Okay, we're using a lot of minions. The only big guys there is Kamek, King Boo, and the Goomba King. So I assume Eggman has some of his good big ones too, and Junior, of course. Hold on, let me see the showcasing of the characters one more time. Okay, I looked through it a few more times, and I saw Sage in there. So Sage is definitely a character that seems to will be part of Eggman's lineup here. I didn't see anything Mel Sonic, but then again we have Mel Overlord, which, you know, makes Mel Sonic kind of powerful. So he probably would destroy them. Maybe. Anyway, so that's cool. They have Sage in here. I mean, I guess he is more like the counterpart to Bowser Jr. probably. I mean, that will make sense if that's actually ends up being the case, because you know Bowser Jr. is Bowser's son, and Sage is, yeah, pretty much Eggman's kid. He created her in the same. Okay, we don't know how he created her. I assume it's a lot similar to how Shadow was created, just about the Doom DNA stuff. But that means Eggman followed his grandfather's footsteps and created an actual being that is, well, out of flesh and blood, like Shadow. You know, Shadow is technically a robot, which means Sage is technically a robot too. So it's gonna be interesting to see this one. Assume in the end of November-ish, when this episode comes out. So that means we should have at least one more episode before the end of the year. I wonder if they're gonna try to make it holiday themed. And it could be Grinch versus Jack Skellington. It could be a Santa Claus versus some other holiday stuff, Jack Frost or something. I don't know. I don't know how many holiday themed Death Balls is out there. I mean, I know there's a few from for Santa Claus, Marvel's version of Santa Claus to be precise. So I don't know. We'll see when that time comes. Let me know what you thought, Mr. Bell, by posting down in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree with the results? How do you feel about the next one? Bowser vs. Eggman finally happening. Oh, I've been waiting so long for Bowser vs. Eggman. Like this has been my most wanted Death Ball for a long time. And now that it's happening, my most wanted Death Ball after this, I'm not sure which one it is. But I know which is my most wanted Mario vs. Sonic matchup after this one. And that is Amy vs. Peach. I don't know, I just want to see it happen. But I can come back to that in a separate video if you want to see Death Ball ideas for me in the future. Let me know if you want to see that. I know I said it earlier, but again, let me know if you want to see that. Because I might go into that. Anyway, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I see you guys in my next video. And of course, Halloween is 2 days away, I think? 4 days away. So, happy Halloween everyone. See you guys next time. Ciao.